Hello, y'all. How's it going? I am still getting ready. I'm gonna light some incense for this reading. See? All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I spent the weekend in relaxation mood. Um, as all of you know, the energy has been pretty crazy. A lot of you are empaths. Hi, Starry. Oh, you're a bit sad. Starry, why are you a bit sad today? I mean, it's Monday, I get that, but I have a feeling something brought you to sadness. I don't like that. What can we do to make you happy? As I was saying, there's such a heaviness right now, and if you're an empath, and I know a lot of you are, it is a lot. It's a lot of energy being an empath. It's a lot of feeling everybody else's feelings, and oh my gosh, oh my gosh, that's not good. What do you mean by disappearing, Starry? Like missing or disappearing from your life? They're not talking, they're ghosting? Do you think they are trying to put up boundaries? Or do you think it's more than that? Like they're trying to cut you off? Ugh, that's tough. It's tough when you lose somebody, especially when all you want to do is talk to them. So sorry to hear that. Shuffling for the overall energy. We have strength. Everything you experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So I know a lot of you guys are going through a lot of stuff. Um, things are getting super crazy throughout the world. In people's home lives, things are feeling. Some people, I just got the word like suffocating. Um, now is the time to have strength. Now, why do you think you meet messed up people? Sorry. Okay, it's because that's the energy you're putting out. Okay, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but like attracts like. And if you're attracted to the same person over and over again and nothing is changing, then you really have to look at yourself. Like, what am I doing to attract these people? Am I attracted to the same people? Right, you're a healer, but you have to put up boundaries for people who aren't good for you. because as a healer, you're always going to attract those types of people, people who need healing. But we have to have the right coping skills to put up boundaries, to to disconnect with compassion, of course, with love. It's tough. It is really hard to be a healer and be an empath, because it's absolutely that. It's about these people coming into our world that we are that want our healing. They're attracted to us because we are healers. They see us as somebody who is a safe place, who will protect, who is loving. And it is not easy to set boundaries when somebody needs your help. But it's important that these people help themselves, that we lead them in the right direction. But when we attach, when their energy attaches to us, or we allow that energy attached to us, that's when it becomes a toxic situation. And it's certainly not an easy not an easy thing to get past, because it leaves you constantly thinking about that person, losing sleep over this person. Is this person, like you said, will it come back around? Do you think they'll be friends with me? Like, it's all these things are crossing your mind. It's hard. It's a hard situation to be in. So my heart goes out to you, Starry. It's not easy, and I know that. But it's a matter of learning to disconnect with love. No, it's not wasting your time, because all these people are teaching us lessons and showing us, these are the situations that we get caught up in. And it just taught me a lesson, because I'm thinking of 3 or 4 people right now that I've let do the same thing to me. And it's a reminder, Starry, that you can't let that happen. You have to put up boundaries. You have to be a guiding light, but not let their energy attach onto yours, because it could be damaging. So, no, you're not wasting your time, and I don't want you to think you are. He's not giving a fuck about anybody, or you aren't, because I don't think that's true. I think that you care a lot about people. I know. Have you worked on your shadow self and trying to heal yourself? Oh gosh. Sorry, I know. But you have to dive deep in and conquer what is hurting you so you can heal. And that person has to do the same thing. But It's easy for us to say that, and it's like it's nearly impossible to get to just tell somebody, "Oh, you need to work on your shadow self." They're like, "What? I'm fine." No. All right. Spiritual teacher, healer. People are looking to you guys for guidance. So many of you are healers. So many people see you as a bright light, especially those who are on a spiritual track and living that life. Not just saying that they're spiritual, but actually living their spirituality. Because the way you live life is teaching. People are learning from the way you behave. People are learning from the things that you say, the way that you act, how you don't do things sometimes. Like you don't engage in gossip, you don't engage in conversation that is demeaning to people. You're not talking behind people's back. You're coming uh you're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to be honest, you're trying to be upfront with people, you're trying to lead with kindness and lead with love, um and the more people see that, the more people are guided to learn from you. Let's see what else we have. What else? Thank you. Nutrition. Okay, this could be you are guided to become more involved on a health journey, um, be more aware of what you're putting in your body, um, know your body better. This could have also to do with exercise. I just heard detox. Um, but really understand what you're putting in your body. This could be somebody who is a chef or somebody who likes to cook, especially for a lot of people. This could be you nourishing other people, your children, your family. I just saw a food truck. So maybe you own a food truck or know somebody who owns a food truck, or a food truck is maybe you're going to an event with a food truck or many food trucks, because there's like food truck festivals. Um so maybe you are a part of that or own a food truck, and just you putting your love into the food you're creating for people and your energy. I just saw like maybe you're cooking for like a loved one who's ill or sick, and you left like soup on their front porch or something along those lines. Maybe you are trying to help somebody. Maybe you're the type of person who, volunteers to drop off food from like the church or a mana type place who volunteers to hand, or you know um like a food hall for the less fortunate, or a soup kitchen. So you might be into that this week, or you might be having dinner with people you care about, or cooking dinner for people you care about, or maybe you're hunting or fishing, and taking care of the people by earning it yourself. Um, but then I got let go. This is what I was talking about, creating boundaries, letting go, and the things that were meant to stay will stay. But if you let people go and don't put a restraint on them, will they stay? Now that they have the choice, are they going to be a part of your life? If you stop texting them, are they going to text you? Are they going to be involved in your life? Are they choosing you? Do they want to be in your energy? Or have you been kidding yourself? Sometimes you have to let go to see what stays. It says walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. That's what I'm saying. You have to let go and see what stays. See what comes back. See what was meant to be in your life. But otherwise, you have to let them go because then it wasn't meant for you. All right, let's see what's going to come out from this oracle deck. Here, what does the collective need to know? Once again, this is a collective reading. This is for all zodiac signs. This is timeless. Not this is a general reading, not personal, as you obviously know. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Follow your bliss. Okay, do what makes you happy, essentially. And that means that could mean walking away from something and starting your own path, getting on your own path, or figuring out how to work it into your life now. Um, I'm not saying walk away completely from your life. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is figure it out. If something is calling you that loudly, that consistently, then it was meant for you. So if you're being guided towards something, starting fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Time to start new. Mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. So instead of burning bridges, mend bridges. Maybe there's somebody that you've lost contact with. Somebody, I just got the word closure. Maybe somebody or yourself needs closure with somebody. Um, Maybe you've been thinking about it for years and years. And, you know, perhaps all of a sudden they're trying to get in touch with you. Maybe you're being called to get in touch with them. Now, they may or may not answer you. For some reason, you might trigger them. They might trigger you. Um, and that's fine. If it does, then let it go. You can't harass somebody into giving you closure. But you tried. And sometimes mending bridges just means forgiveness. Forgiving somebody without ever having them say, I'm sorry. Giving it to your higher power. Letting it go. Again, with this let go. Giving it to your higher power. Um, because a lot of times we don't get that I'm sorry. But we have to move on. We have to forgive. Or it's going to hurt us. for years. And honestly, is their energy worth holding on to? Is that negative energy? Is that whatever energy? It could be hateful, it could be um jealousy. Is that all that energy worth holding on to? It's a waste of time. So sometimes you just don't get that I'm sorry, but you have to, or you should, be willing to forgive. Now you don't have to do anything, it's free will. Um, but for you to move on to the next cycle, sometimes you're called to forgive. Sometimes you're called to make that change or lighten that load off your heart before you can move on and elevate to the next level of spirituality. Next is coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. So some of you might be um, being called to move forward with something. Now, this could be something spiritual. You might be called to be a leader in something, um, whether it's through spirit. Well, I mean, it's always through spirit in the universe, but this could be at your job. This could be you all of a sudden have to take the reins in a situation where it's an emergency. Um, and you can work out that problem with a level head. This is about coming up with the right, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? The right things to say, the right way to talk to people, because everybody's different. And some people don't understand one way of reacting or coming at you or trying to reach somebody. So you might have to come at them a different way. Um, I don't know what the words I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it is necessary. It absolutely is, Malik. Like it is. Um, it's not easy to to forgive, and most of the time you never get that. I'm sorry, but you really have to. Forgiveness is hard. It is not an easy thing. We believe in magic. True magic is abounding in my life. Some say magic, some say blessings. Um, I say it's amazing. um, to just manifest more of magic, blessings, everything, the abundance. It doesn't have to be money. It could be friendship. It could be love. It could be, you know, uh, anything. Like I mean, whatever is abundance to you, whatever fills you up is maybe it's removing that writing block from your that you've had. Maybe it's finally being able to do that headstand in yoga. Maybe it is being able to run that 5K for the first time this spring. So it could be so many things that that is magical. To every person, it's going to be different, but in everybody's magic is going to be something different. And it's all so beautiful. It's all so magical that these are the things that we need to celebrate in life. Not just the big things, it's the things that make us who we are on an everyday basis. Those are the things that we need to get excited about and to thank our higher power for every single day. Like just being able, maybe you didn't get that rock star parking spot, but being able to walk from the end of the parking lot to the grocery store, that's a blessing. It's not having to have to park up front. Like that in and of itself is a blessing. Believe in the magic that fills every single day. And it sounds so corny, I get that, but we have to start somewhere because we're not always going to get that with those big things. Those big things come once in a while, and if we're just waiting for once in a while to fill our lives and be excited, then you're going to go few and far between with excitement. It's the little things. Getting all the green lights on the way to work in the morning. Heck yeah. Thank you, Spirit. I was going to be 5 minutes late, but now I'm 10 minutes early. It's just certain things that you're being looked after. The blessings, your guides and guardians looking out for you. That's magic. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle for our collective. Let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, guys. Spirit, I am shuffling for the collective. I decided to use this deck today, Spirit. Usually I have my regular tarot deck, but I'm switching it up a little bit. What do we have? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so I see healing. I just heard only time will tell. So we have the devil in reverse. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm just, only time will tell. It's like you're healing, you've planted the seed, you're doing your due diligence. But healing isn't going to happen overnight. When you need to heal from something, whoo, sorry, I didn't mean to kick the desk. When you need to heal from something, it's going to take time. Some of us have a lot of trauma to heal from, and it's not going to happen overnight. And don't be fooled into thinking it will be, especially if you're working on your shadow self, especially if you're going deep into finding out who you are, answering those hard questions about how you got here and why you act the way you do. Time. It's going to take time to heal. But to me, it looks like you are uncaging yourself. You are removing those chains that held you back, and you're trying your best to move forward. And you planted those seeds. Okay, let's see. During the eclipse in Scorpio and Taurus, taught me about value. I started showing gratitude for what I have. Nice, as it is being provided. Great, inspired information. Oh, thank you, Malik. You're amazing. Thank you so much. That means the world. All right, let's see what else we have. Shuffling for the collective. Okay, so can I get another card, Spirit? Let's see what else we have here. What else, Spirit? Okay, well, what came out is the world. You're welcome, Starry. So somebody has gone through a lot and feels like they have definitely completed. I feel like they're on top of the world, that they are winning. That a cycle has been completed. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Starry, so much. You guys have the best energy. I'm not kidding you. Make me feel so good. All right, what else, Spirit? Shuffling for the collective. Okay. For some of us, though, we need to see things at from a different angle. Somebody might be trying to pull the wool over our eyes here with this Seven of Cups. Like somebody might be trying to trick us. Hanged Man in reverse. We need to open our minds and see things from a different perspective, or you might even, I just saw somebody might be trying to argue with you, and you are trying to keep your mind open to what they have to say. This could be a friend, and you don't want to ruin your friendship over something that is going to not even be worth it in the long run. You might have to agree to disagree, but this is, trying to see things from there. You don't have to agree with them, but trying to see things from their point of view. So you might be asked to see things from a different angle. Um, I just got, you might be called as a witness to something, and because maybe you saw it from literally a different angle, something happened from a different angle. So that might be something for some of you, a witness. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel like somebody might be trying to, like, giving you a lot of options, but like one of the options is BS. Trying to trick you into something, trying to tell you that something is more than it seems. I just got TikTok shop. A lot of those people, I mean, a lot of those items on there might not be what they seem for sure. But it could be like that. Like people are trying to sell you um sell you, meaning this could be nothing you're literally buying, but buying into. Trying to trick you, trying to strategize against you, and they're trying to sell you a bill of goods that it looks enticing. Maybe you're going for a job interview and they're trying to sell the position to you and say, work here. We're such a great company. We have this, and this to offer. But in reality, it's a job that is toxic, but they need somebody to fill the position. So it's something that is coming your way that might not be the best choice for you. So make sure you're keeping your eyes open. Make sure you're doing your research on things, even if it is TikTok shop. Somebody somebody might be trying to fool you with their merchandise. All right, the Tower in reverse. I feel like some of you are planning some changes coming. I feel like the summer's coming. I feel like there's going to be a lot of moving. I feel like a lot of people can't afford to live where they're living anymore. I feel like they can't. Everything's going to get very, very expensive before it gets any better. And I do feel like people are going to have to maybe relocate. So that might indicate some change. Um, Actually making the plan to, though, The Tower in reverse is a planned change, not like a surprise. It's a Tower moment change. So it's like something that you're planning. You might not necessarily love the idea of making the change. That part probably hasn't, happened, but it is something that is planned and something that um, you want it to work out, and you have to make it work out, but it might not be something that you initially want to do. Four of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing, um, it is time to get off your butt and start making money. There's opportunities that are awaiting you. So it's time to stop making excuses. You've gone through a lot of rest. You have, um, but that rest isn't going to pay the bills, unfortunately. Yes, take care of yourself. Yes, I am so all about promoting self care and self love. However, it's time for you to realize that we got to get moving. Um, we had time to heal, and now it's time to take the opportunities that are coming forth towards us. Now, from what I can see, this is going to be a long term opportunity. This could even be, I just heard, a love interest coming towards you. This could be, um, like I heard, like a steady partner, a steady dating situation, a long term dating situation here. I feel like you have just gone through some self care, some self love, and you might be ready to bring that into your life for some of you. For others of you, it's okay, get off your laurels and take advantage of the opportunities for work that has come towards you. There are lots of opportunities coming your way. Maybe there's networking opportunities, but opportunities are coming in. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we have coming our way. What else, Spirit? What else for our collective? Thank you. We got a bunch of cards coming out, and I was told to take them all. Okay, here we go. This is the being attracted to, like I was telling Story earlier in the reading. Um, you're attracted to things that aren't necessarily good for you, but because they feel safe, because it's what we've been attracted to for so long, it's kind of what we resonate with. Although it's never serving us for our greatest good, we never get anywhere with it. And Spirit's holding out this cup saying, what about this opportunity? And holding out opportunities for us and trying to tell us that we needn't look at these opportunities that are barren. We need to look at this opportunity that's going to feed us, that's going to nourish us, that's going to help us flourish. And that could have to do with, a romance, that could have to do with a job, that could have to do with people in your life. Oh, I got some kind of excitement. So I hear somebody's excited for something, but for some reason there's been a blockage or a halt to something. And I feel like fear is getting in the way here. So we have the Page of Wands, the Strength in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse, which is telling me that there is some like fun things happening with this Page of Wands. I love the Page of Wands energy so much. Of course, you can ask a question, Rube. I'd love to answer it. So this is Page of Wands. I love, love, love. So much energy there. Youth, youthful spirit. You don't have to be young to have a youthful spirit. Look at me. And like having the energy, the spontaneity, the outlook on life that nothing can stop them. There's no fear there except for when there is. Okay? So it's like there is the strength card in reverse. I feel like there's a there's so much excitement going on, and like people are making plans and you're making plans, and but you're in your head about it, and there's a halt. It's like things were going along, but then something got halted. Now this could be plans canceled. Um, Maybe you were planning a trip uh this summer or something, and something got canceled. Something happened on a trip you were supposed to take, or on a something traveling. And this could be something like a flat tire. This could be something like you running out of gas, but something might have gone awry on this, which could have halted the travel. You could have lost your boarding pass, or lost your luggage. Like something might have not gone right on a traveling situation. But for others, this is going to be, you have to get out of your own way to have fun. You want to have fun. You want to be involved. You want to be that spirit. You bring that spirit when you go out. People look forward to seeing you when you go out. You are a light heart. You love to be in the mix of things. But sometimes you get in your own way and you end up canceling, you end up staying in. And it's really halting things for you. So Spirit's kind of saying you need to get out of your own way to enjoy yourself, for others to enjoy you. People love to be in your energy and want to be in your energy. All right, let's see what Rube here is. Is Naya pregnant? Okay, we'll see what we can do, because yes, no questions. The Emperor in reverse. I'm going to say that might be a negative. Yes, no questions aren't really tarot. Let's see what else comes out. The Sun in reverse as well. The Fool in reverse. Yeah, this is the Sun in reverse and the Fool in reverse. I'm going to say no, this is not a new start to anything. And the Sun usually has, like in the actual original tarot deck, the Sun has a baby sitting on a horse in its reality. And the Sun is in reverse, which makes me think no, Naya is not pregnant. That could be fortunate, unfortunate, however you want to take it, but not at this time. I hope that helps. All right, let's get back. If anybody else feels like they want to, they're called to ask a question, please feel free. I pull about 2 cards per question. If you want to get involved, I love it. Otherwise, please feel free to join me. The High Priestess. This is a card about saying, you're super intuitive right now. Listen to your gut. Sometimes it has to do with learning to listen better. This week you might be called to listen. Sure, hold on 1 second, Malik. High Priestess, you're called to listen rather than speak. You're called to be a sounding board for people. Maybe somebody A lot of times people don't want somebody's opinion. They know what they have to do. They know what steps they have to take, but they just want to vent. They just want somebody who's going to be there to listen to them. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to find, is a safe place to unload. So the high priestess is kind of saying, you know what? I'm that safe place. I can be that person for you. And I'll just sit here and not say a word unless you want me to. So the high priestess is about intuition. So some of you may have very high intuition this week. You might be connecting with higher powers, might be seeing um, signs uh, more often. I saw at my full time job, one of this, I typed the account number in, and up comes this account, and the street has my mom's name. My mom's name was not a common name. So when that came up, and I was just like, yeah, I know she's watching me. Like, I know her presence is here right now. And that's the kind of stuff that the high priestess, that intuitive nature, that picking up on signs. Like, it's not ever going to be like, hey, look at me, but it could be. Like, something that blatantly obvious makes me think, like, makes me know. And immediately I was like, thank you, Spirit. I got it. I got that sign. And so happy that my mom was in my presence. And it's just such a blessing when you see these signs and you're seeing the triple digit numbers, like the angel numbers, and you're seeing initials on license plate and song lyrics that are coming into fruition. So it's a pretty cool thing. So keep an eye out for them, because you might be in high priestess energy this week. Now let's see. Malik would like some. Let's see. I'd love to see my. Will Malik's spiritual business grow? What's in store for Malik Spirit? What does he need to know? Sure, hold on just one second. I'm shuffling for Malik. What does Malik need to know? Will his spiritual business grow? Shuffling for Malik. Thank you. There's one. Can I have something else? Okay, so we have the Empress, and we have Strength. So the Empress, we all know, is about things coming and growing and flourishing. And we have Strength. So stay strong. It's coming. Okay, don't give up. You're growing. Keep doing what you're doing. I just heard the word amplified. So that might mean something to you. Something is going to be amplified, growing, louder, amps, connection. So for you, Malik, that's you. Okay, Firmino, how's it going? Can I have a message from my guides? Let's shuffle some oracle cards. You're welcome. Thanks, Spirit. Spirit's the one who made them come true. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have, for Firmino, we have sharing of yourself. So you might be called to, I just heard, train somebody in something, or teach somebody how to do something that you're skilled at. I'm doing good, Firmino. Nice and rested from the weekend, feeling good. Love everybody's energy that's been in here. Beautiful, beautiful night here. Can I have one more card for Firmino Spirit? Thank you. And launching your journey. Are you going to travel somewhere, Firmino? I got travel immediately. Launch your journey and sharing of yourself. You might be starting a new path or traveling somewhere, or maybe you're going to see somebody that you're separated from or have been separated from. This could be family, friends. You might have to, like I said, I feel like you might have to train somebody or like help somebody. This could be something as simple as like jump starting a car or helping somebody to, it could be moving. But yeah, this could be a family member. This could be a coworker. But I'm seeing travel, going somewhere, somebody, you're coming together with somebody that you might be separated from, or somebody might come back into your life that you weren't expecting, that you haven't seen. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Firmino. I hope it resonates. Okay, so next I'm going with the Romance Angels card. So let's see what goes on there. All right, some Romance Angels for the collective. Here, what does the collective need to know from this Romance Angels deck? What is it that they need to know? Thank you. Make the effort. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So put some effort in it. Like, yes, you might take this person for granted, but you know what? If this person loves you, you should not be taking them for granted. Because realistically, they can get up and leave at any time, if we're being honest. So make the effort to show you care, to show that they are still the love of your life. And if they're not the love of your life yet, make an effort to show that you want them to be. Go out of your way to do something special for them. And then we have you desire love. You are lovable. So for those of you who thought that you're not, and of course you all are, my beautiful souls who make me so happy, um, you are lovable, extremely lovable. With energy like yours, I don't understand how you could think you're not. And what else do we have? What else do we have from this deck, Spirit? Anything? Nothing? All right, let's move on to love. Now, these are also messages from your person. And this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic partners. This could be whoever is the first person you think of when the card comes out. All right. What do we say? Love comes in different ways, so. Let's see. Spirit. What does the collective need to hear from this deck? What messages for them tonight? What messages? Thank you. Warning. Don't dismiss the red flags here. Some of you, I feel like, might be wishy-washy regarding a person. Fate. This is a destined partnership. They're two completely different cards. I feel like some of you might have been questioning. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Too sweet. So some of you know that you're not in a good relationship, and that's where you're like, I don't know. There's a lot of red flags, and it has you thinking already about red flags. Whereas some of you are wondering, like, how did I get so lucky to fall into this? And that's you guys with the destined partnership. So two completely different cards. So if you're questioning, like, do I belong with this person? Is there more cons than pros? Twin flame this is a divine counterpart connection. That's not always an easy relationship. Yes, everybody wants to find their twin flame, is so excited to be involved with their twin flame, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot to have a relationship with a twin flame. And most of the time, it is a past life love. I can't tell you how many times these cards come out together. Twin flame and past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. And it's true because you go through different lives with your twin flame until you're both on the same spiritual level and you can be together in the same lifetime. Past life love. Twin flame. They always come out together. It's not even a joke. Unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. They just don't have it in them right now. Maybe they're going through something personal that you just don't understand or can't wrap your head around. But it's important that you give them their space. And like I said, whatever is meant for you will come to you. So give them some time. Let them do their thing. If they're unavailable now, they might not be in a couple of years. And maybe if you're not with somebody and they're not, I'm not saying wait for them. Holy moly, no, no, no. But if you are available in a couple of years and they're available in a couple of years and the fates have you guys aligned, then you know it was meant to be. All right, now these are messages from Spirit. So let's see. Thank you. Be open to receive. Okay, that means keep an open mind and an open heart to receiving what you've manifested. Don't be scared of receiving exactly what you want. Because some of us will say, you want love and then you're not prepared for it. Be open to receive what Spirit is giving you, knowing that it might not be what you want, but it's what you need right now. And it's going to give you the lessons that you need to move forward. Clean up your social media accounts. Purge those things that don't matter. Okay, if it's giving you anxiety by going on these accounts, then forget them. If certain people are giving you anxiety on these accounts, then forget them. It's not worth it. Meditate. Love that one. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Thank you. Forgive them if possible. just talking about forgiveness earlier and how it's more beneficial to us to forgive because a lot of times we're not going to actually hear that I'm sorry. We're not going to be privy to that for closure. So we have to be the ones to say, you know what? I'm giving it to my higher power and I forgive you. All right, what else, Spirit? Thank you. Make a gratitude list. Always make that list. Even the littlest things should be on that list. Okay, so let's see. Is that where I'm supposed to leave it, Spirit? That's what I'm being told. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to leave it here. All right, I hope you guys had a good time hanging out. I know I did. You guys had the best spirits and the best energy, and you guys make me so happy. I hope that you get that energy right back to you. It's beautiful. And I look forward to Thursday when I get to feel it again. All right, so don't forget Thursdays between 6:30 and 7, I will be going live, and I hope to see you there. And if not, I will definitely catch you next time. All right, love you. Bye.